You got me? There we are. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're all on. How y'all doing tonight? Yeah, let's hear it. Awesome. Well, welcome back to the Grinder House. You know, every Friday night we do a in-the-house singer-songwriter show, and we have another great show for you tonight. One of our favorite guys that has played here for almost from the very beginning. I'd say on 4 years we've been at it together, known Sean. Incredible writer and just he's a bigwig in the music industry, folks. He really is. But I'm not going to take up too much more time. I'm going to turn it over to Sean, let him have some fun. Y'all enjoy the show. Sean Gasaway, the Mississippi Man.
Ow! Good to see y'all out there this evening. There's a whole lot of people in here that says, this is my first time here, or it's my first time to see you, so I'll try not to disappoint you too bad. I grew up in a little town called Escatawpa, Mississippi, down on the Gulf Coast, and spent most of my youth down there, but I moved up to the Nashville area 20 years ago, last month. Just trying to put my stamp in the music business, do what I can. So I hope you enjoy my music. Everything I play, I've written. I have some CDs up here by the tip bucket, or tip jar, whatever you want to call it. Anybody that throws a tip in there can have one of my CDs while they last. Little Grinder House special for y'all. But I'm going to tell y'all a little story about where I grew up. And you can find this on that CD, my Bootleg Banger CD. I'll talk about it in a little bit. This is called Little Itty Bitty Mississippi Town. I was born in the shadow of a cypress tree. Mom and Daddy weren't expecting me, but they thanked the Lord for sending me down to that little itty bitty Mississippi town. Some folk thought we were poor white trash, but we had more love than they had cash. And Daddy worked hard till the mill shut down in that little itty bitty Mississippi town. No matter where I go, I'm always headed home, back to that simple life we found in that little itty bitty Mississippi town. I left my bayou chasing a dream. I can't believe all the things I've done and seen. Now all I want to do is watch the sun go down on that little itty bitty Mississippi town. 'Cause no matter where I go, I'm always headed home, where friends and kin all gather round in that little itty bitty Mississippi town. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Oh. I was born in the shadow of a cypress tree. Nobody in the world was expecting me, and one day they'll lay me in the ground in that little itty bitty Mississippi town. Yeah. Na 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 na. Thank you all. That's kind of a little story about where I grew up. But there's different ways to approach it, you know. So a few years ago, I used to have a writing house there on Music Row before Music Row disappeared, and now it's all condos and stuff. But I had a writing appointment one morning. It was scheduled for 10, but at 10:15, my writing partner texted me and said, "Man, I got drunk last night. I ain't gonna make it this morning," which is kind of normal Nashville music business stuff. So I said, well, I'm going to write another song about where I grew up, but a little different style. So I ended up writing this song. And I just got it to Alan Jackson, of all people. So y'all keep your fingers crossed for me. This is called What We Got, a little country for you. We're gonna drink a little and dance a little, laugh a little and love a lot. Out here in the country, we ain't got a lot of money, but we gon' be aight with what we got. Where I come from, we don't need much to get by. Just a place to rest our feet, some shade from the heat, and some good old wine. Pulling off a twig as a bad mamma jamma comes walking by. Oh my, we're gonna drink a little and dance a little, laugh a little and love a lot. Out here in the country, we ain't got a lot of money, but we gon' be aight with what we got. We're gonna drink a little and dance a little, laugh a little and love a lot. Out here in the country, we ain't got a lot of money, but we gon' be aight with what we got. Where I come from, we don't need much to get by. Just a place to rest our feet, some shade from the heat, and some good old wine. Pulling off a twig as a bad mamma jamma comes walking by. Oh my, we're gonna drink a little and dance a little, laugh a little and love a lot. Out here in the country, we ain't got a lot of money, but we can be aight with what we got. We're gonna drink a little and dance a little, laugh a little and love a lot. Out here in the country, we ain't got a lot of money, but we can be aight with what we got. Don't be hating, cause we ain't doing nothing wrong. We're just raised a certain way, like an old Bo Cephas song. Getting our kicks out here in the sticks all day and night long. We're gonna drink a little and dance a little, laugh a little and love a lot. Out here in the country, we ain't got a lot of money, but we can be aight with what we got. We're gonna drink a little and dance a little, laugh a little and love a lot. Out here in the country, we ain't got a lot of money, but we can be aight with what we got. Solo. Yeah, we're gonna drink a little and dance a little, laugh a little and love a lot. Out here in the country, we ain't got a lot of money, but we can be aight with what we got. We're gonna drink a little and dance a little, laugh a little and love a lot. Out here in the country, we ain't got a lot of money, but we can be aight with what we got. Yeah, we can be aight with what we got. We're gonna be alright with drink and dance and love a lie. Yeah, we gonna be alright. Well, what we got? We're gonna drink and dance and love a lot. Out here in the country, we ain't got a lot of money, but we gonna be alright. Well, what we got? That's what we call 3 chords in the truth. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be ready to see that line dance there at the clubs pretty soon, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be the first one. So this next one here is a little tune off of my first album. It's called Mississippi Volume 1. That's the name of my first album. You can find it on Spotify and all that good stuff. But this was a single off of that album. I had a record deal in Ireland, and so I put my first radio single out overseas, Australia and all that stuff. And this record ended up hitting number 9 on the BBC Country Airplay charts and all that good stuff over there before it moved over here to America and did some stuff. So, but it was funny because I had to call and do radio interviews over there. They couldn't understand me. I couldn't understand them. But made for good, made for good radio anyway. So this one requires a little bit of audience participation. So I see some of y'all are eating, but if you're not eating yet, you get to sing with me. I'm going to teach it to you if you don't know the song already. But this is called She Blew Me Away, and I got a version of it here on my Bootleg Banger CD. And it goes something like this. Real easy. Goes like this. She blew me away, 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 away. She blew me away, 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 away. See how easy that is? She blew me away, 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 away. She blew me away, 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 away. There she was lying on a blanket with the radio up and cranking, cool shades and a paperback. Man, I wish I had a girl like that. Summer song drifting through the air, southern breeze blowing through her hair. And when she smiled at me, she blew me away, 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 away. I hear some of y'all. She blew me away, 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 away. Nice. She knocked me down to my knees in the sand. Felt like a hurricane making land. Like a bomb went off in the middle of the bay. She blew me away, 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 away. She blew me away, 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 away. She tossed me lotion motion to come over, turned around and pointed at her shoulders. I dang near had a heart attack, running my hands up and down her back. Then I don't know what happened next. She put her arms around my neck, and when she kissed my lip, she blew me away, 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 away. Come on. She blew me away, 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 away. She knocked me down to my knees in the sand. Felt like a hurricane making land. Like a bomb went off in the middle of the bay. She blew me away, 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 away. She blew me away, 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 away. She's like a dream come true, makes me a happy man. But between me and you, I didn't know what to do. 'Cause she blew me away, 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 away. Come on. She blew me blew me away, 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 away. Knocked me down to my knees in the sand. Felt like a hurricane making land. Like a bomb went off in the middle of the bay. Yeah, blew me away. She blew me away, 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 away. Yeah, she blew me away. Away, come on. She blew me away, 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 away. She blew me away, 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 away. She blew me away, 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 away. She blew me away, 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 away. Man, y'all sounded great out there. Thank you. Appreciate that. It ain't that hard. It's just a nice group of folks. You can let your heart out a little bit in front of a few people. So about 3 Thanksgivings ago, I was sitting on the beach, Panama City to be exact. Waves were crashing into my toes. I didn't even know what day it was. That's the truth. But it was perfect weather conditions for writing a song. So last year, right before COVID, I hate saying the C word. This is a family-friendly event. We do not say the C word here. So right before all that trash went down, I got this to our No Shoes Nation folks. I can really hear Kenny or one of them guys singing the song, so y'all keep your fingers crossed for us. This is called Beers Go By. Hope you enjoy it. Waves crashing in on my toes. What day is this? Who knows? I'm killing time, watching these beers go by. Yeah, I can get lost in this place. I'm gonna be here all day, just killing time, watching these beers go by. The more I drink, the more I think and reflect on where I've been. The more I drink, the more I sink my worries down in the sand. Whoa, building a pyramid of cans while working on my tan. I'm killing time, watching these beers go by. The more I drink, the more I think and reflect on where I've been. The more I drink, the more I sink my worries down in the sand. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sun's about to call it a day as the moon's creeping up through the spray. And I'm right here watching these beers go by. The more I drink, the more I think and reflect on where I've been. The more I drink, the more I sink my worries down in the sand. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's called Beers Go By. Thank you. That's all right. Y'all doing all right out there? I see some folks feeding their face. I'm kind of jealous of you. That stuff smells good. I'm sitting over starving to death over here. They gonna make me some, but that's a big old sandwich. Good Jesus. Feeding the army right there. I love this place, Grinder House Coffee. I started playing here about a little over 4 years ago, and I'll never forget one of my first nights here. I was right in the middle of my first song, and the power went out. It was like, okay, Lord, what are you telling me here? But we didn't know it, but down the street, a car had hit another car that hit the pole. And so they knew it, that the power was going to be out for several hours, but we didn't know it. So I told Asa, I said, I didn't drive all this way to get knocked out the first song, so I went to every table and sang them a song for 2 hours. And Asa said it made me a legend. I don't know about all that. Not singing on the microphone and trying to get people to hear me, that's a pretty hard thing to do, but we made it happen. And Asa said, man, anytime you want to come back, we'd love to have you back here in Crossville. So y'all are a great town, and I appreciate y'all. So no, I'm not trying to kiss your butt or nothing. But I do love coming here. Trying to think of what I'm going to do next. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell y'all another little story. Is that all right? I got a bunch of them. A lot of people are like, shut up, Sean, sing. Well, I'm going to tell my story. Y'all shut up. That's what I tell them. So about 10 or 11 years ago, this went by so fast. I was down in a little town called Monroeville, Alabama. It's down there near, between Montgomery and Mobile or whatever. And there's a bunch of trucks that drive by that sound just like that one, even back then. But I had my youngest daughter with me. She was about 5 years old, and I was teaching her how to throw out ryegrass seeds so we can make a deer camp, you know. She was pissed off at me for that already. So we got back in my truck, started heading back to Middle Tennessee, and she got mad at me again because I wouldn't put the radio station on any station. I like to travel in silence. She was like, come on, Dad, put it on the pop station. I was like, no. So she was over there throwing little hissy fits, stomping her foot in the floorboard, and I said, baby, every time you stomp, I'm going to shake my rump. And she's like, what'd you say? And I was like, stomp, stomp, and I'll shake my rump. When you stomp, stomp, I'm going to shake my rump. And she got a kick out of it, and she sang it all the way home. So the very next morning, I had a writing appointment with Dan Mitchell, who wrote, if you're going to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle in the band. And my friend Bob McKee, who is a phenomenal guitarist and songwriter in his own right. So, of course, when I walk in the writing house, they're like, all right, Sean, we ain't got no ideas what you want to do. I was like, stomp, stomp, shake your rump. I don't know. Shoot. It was a joke. I was really telling a joke, but they were like, oh, no, we got to write this song. So we ended up writing that Joker. And, we wrote it in like 20 minutes. How hard could it be, you know? But it turned out to be my first Billboard Top 40 in the country genre. And then the NFL heard it, and the Pittsburgh Steelers licensed it, and they played it at every home game at Heinz Field. They still do. We just got the new license on it this year. And I got to go up there and sing this song and the national anthem in front of 75,000 people at a game, so that was really cool. Living the dream, this old Mississippi boy. But you can find my version on this Bootleg Bangers CD. This is called Stomp Go, something like this. Way down here, pick it off the vine. Everybody love that homemade wine. Growing on the trees, growing on the ground. Folk come from miles around to stomp, stomp, and shake they rum. Everybody here got it going on. Barefoot girls, no heels or pumps. Getting down to a wrong hip hop. Stomp, stomp, everybody jump. Do-to-do in a two-step clomp. Down on the bayou, out in the swamp. If you ain't in it, it's your own dang fault. Stomp. Way down here, we think it's a pity they don't stomp in New York City in their business suits and their shoes that shine. So uptight it ought to be a crime. They gotta stomp, stomp, and shake they wrong. Everybody here got it going on. Barefoot girls, no heels or pumps. Getting down to a wrong hip hop. Stomp, stomp, everybody jump. Do-to-do in a two-step pump. Down on the bayou, out in the swamp. If you ain't in it, it's your own dang fault. Wow. Yeah, stomp. Wow. Whoa, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Go LSU, Tigers. All day. I get a better reaction when I'm in Tuscaloosa or somewhere like that. Of my LSU. They even made a line dance out of this goofy song. Goes something like this. Left leg up and spin it all around. Stomp it hard down on the ground. Right leg up, repeat step one. Stomping's all about having fun. You gotta stomp, stomp, and shake your arm. Everybody here got it going on. Barefoot girls, no heels or pumps. Getting down to a wrong hip hop, I said. Getting down to a wrong hip hop, I said. Getting down to a wrong hip hop, yeah. Stomp, stomp, everybody jump. Do-to-do in a two-step clomp. Down on the bayou, out in the swamp. If you ain't in it, it's your wrong dang fault. Whoa, yeah, stomp, wow. Stomp, stomp, shake your arm. Whoa, barefoot girls, no heels or pumps. Everybody stomp. Everybody stomp. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, stomp, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sir? Yeah, I had a record executive a few years ago in L.A. call me that. Because in L.A., everybody has a nickname. He said, we're going to call you Gasoline. I was like, as long as that S is a dollar sign, we'll do whatever you want to, baby. That's the truth. Yes, sir. I do not play. I am CEO and founder of Redden Economics. Well, my dad actually created it. I just learned from him. That's why I had to bootleg myself. Record labels are like,
we don't want you doing nothing else with your songs when other folks record them now. You hear? And I'm like, I don't hear a dang thing. I'm going to sell my songs as many times as I can, as often as I can, as long as it's legal. I'm selling them. That's right. People don't buy music. I mean, I hate to say people don't buy music anymore. Music is not consumed anymore the way it used to be. Folks don't go to Walmart and get a CD off the shelf anymore like they used to. For songwriters like myself, that's how we make a living. So I make bootleg CDs and I sell them at every show. I don't ask the price for them. Hey, throw a tip in there, you can have one. I just want you to take something home that's a piece of ours with you. And some folks are like, I ain't got no CD player. Nobody does that. Well, give it to somebody that does. People's got CD player. Grandma, I bet she probably still got a vinyl record in there, But it's because of folks like y'all that will come out and listen to original music. Y'all keep what we do alive and the art's alive. I'm not going to harp on it, but I just recently took an education coordinator position with a board down in Mississippi, and my job is going to be creating curriculum and implementing it throughout the state of Mississippi at their schools to make sure that the arts is an important part of our kids growing. And so we got to keep, music alive, man. That's the main thing. So anyway, well, bless your heart. I appreciate you so much. Speaking of vinyl records, I'm going to play y'all one that me and my buddy wrote last year. And it got recorded by a guy named Jason Wicks. Y'all need to check him out. If you like Chris Ledoux, if you like Garth Brooks, if you like rodeo country music and all that stuff, Jason Wicks is a new artist from New York. And he's putting out some new stuff. And this is going to be his next radio single that we just found out. So thank you, Jason, and his record label. So when they called me, they said, we want you to write with this guy that does this kind of rodeo country and all that traditional stuff, and we're hoping you got some ideas. And I said, man, I'll knock the dust off of that. And that's what we ended up calling this song, trying to bring back the belt buckle rubbing country music. You know what I'm saying? Get some two-stepping going on with that. I hope I ain't being too bad for y'all. I ain't making nobody blush, am I? This is called I'll Knock the Dust Off of That. Kind of brand new. Hope you enjoy it. Look what I found up in the attic, a treasure chest full of solid gold. It sure brings back a lot of memories of spending you to Barry White, Waylon, and Jones. There's still magic in between the sleeves when it's on. I guarantee I'll knock the dust off of that and throw down my hat. Get lost in the groove, just in our boots. We're kicking it old school tonight. Let's rekindle the fire as the vinyl skips on and on, it won't stop. And as soon as that needle drops, I'll knock the dust off of that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Don't ever think I think you faded. I still get the chills like the first time, every time. It's already on record. I memorize each curve, baby, line by line. There's a melody of us in every song, and I know when I turn you on, I'll knock the dust off of that and throw down my hat. Get lost in the groove, just in our boots. We're kicking it old school tonight. Let's rekindle the fire as the vinyl skips on and on, it won't stop. And as soon as that needle drops, I'll knock the dust off. I'll knock the dust off of that. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'll knock the dust off of that and throw down my hat. Get lost in the groove, just in our boots. We're kicking it old school tonight. Let's rekindle the fire as the vinyl skips on and on. It won't stop. And as soon as that needle drops, I'll knock the dust off. I'll knock the dust off. I'll knock the dust off of that. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. I'll knock the dust off of that. You hear me, baby? Ow! Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't like to jinx myself, but I think that's the #1 record that's coming. I don't know about y'all. I couldn't believe that title wasn't written yet. Out of all the titles, I get lucky sometimes. You know what I mean? I do. Because I like to write about the truth. I like to write what I see, which leads me into this next song. This may or may not be a true story. I ain't even going to tell you the name of it. Y'all have to figure it out yourself. It goes something like this. Won't you be my Valentine? Oh, won't you be my love? As I look in your eyes, I realize that I messed up. Yeah, I did. Well, my sweetie and me, when I last night, guess I said the wrong thing and started a fight now. Sweet Heartless. Yeah, I tried to take it back, but it was too late. Then she slung a margarita all over my face now. Oh, I'm sweet Heartless. Yeah, I sent a dozen roses, wrote a couple of lines, trying to be poetic, heck, I even tried crying. Had an aeroplane right, I heart you in the sky. But regardless, I'm sweet Heartless. Yeah, it's hard to believe she ain't coming around. It's a little bitty pill and I'm choking it down. Yeah, I'm sweet Heartless. Yeah, I sent a dozen roses, wrote a couple of lines, tried to be poetic, heck, I even tried crying. Had an aeroplane ride, I heart you in the sky. But regardless, I'm sweet Heartless. I said, baby, I'm crazy over you. I ain't telling you a story, I'm really, really sorry. There's nothing that I wouldn't do, yeah. So I spent a dozen roses, wrote a couple of lines, tried to be poetic, heck, I even tried crying. Had an aeroplane ride, I heart you in the sky. But regardless, I'm sweet Heartless. Oh, regardless, won't you be my Valentine? Won't you be my love? Little sweet Heartless for y'all. Ow! That's the truth. That's what we call 3 chords in the truth right there. Y'all doing all right? We'll do a little quick tuning up. I see a lot of food out here getting consumed right in front of my face. Meanies. How about the food here and all, man? It's so good. I broke the man code and got me a pumpkin spice something earlier. Don't be judging me. I can do that. I just got to run like 2 miles tomorrow when I get... All right. This next song here. I wrote this with my buddy Les Hall. He's from Mobile, Alabama. We actually wrote this for Steven Tyler a few years ago when he first came to Nashville. And you can find my version on that bootleg Banger CD. This is called Frustrated. Hope you enjoy it. You make me so frustrated when you change your mind. Then you treat me like a villain. The things you said were fine. Your go-ahead is overrated. Why won't you just be real and tell me what you're thinking? 'Cause I'll tell you how I feel. Make me so frustrated. You make things complicated. I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. I can't get the message when you're bouncing in between. Please don't leave me guessing, no. Won't you tell me what you mean? Yeah. You make me so frustrated. You make things complicated. I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I'm frustrated. I don't want to make you mad or start a war. I just need to know how you feel before our whole world comes crumbling down. Just talk to me and we'll talk it out. 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 You make me so frustrated. You make things complicated. I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. Ooh, 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 yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. So I was in Louisiana about 3 years ago. I was playing at a songwriters festival down there, and about 3 o'clock in the morning, I eased away from the pack, went out in the middle of this field, and I was looking up at the stars. Man, it was a beautiful night. And I remember thinking to myself, I wonder what them stars would tell us if they could talk. What kind of advice could they give us? They've been up there a hell of a lot longer than we have down here. I might have been inebriated a little bit. Serious. But I went back to Nashville the next day and hooked up with my friend Dan Mitchell, who I spoke about earlier. Dan gave me my first big shot as being a songwriter, signed me on to the company that he was partnered with, and they really believed in my stuff, and I appreciated him so much because a lot of doors become open because of him and Dale and that whole team there, and I love Dan. And unfortunately, this is one of the last songs we wrote together because he passed away not long after that. But I can tell you that this song is how we live our life, and I dedicate it to all y'all out there. And you can find a version of this song on my CD right down here. This is called Here for a Minute. Hope you enjoy it. 10 million years, those stars have been shining down on people like you and me, navigating hearts and lighting the way for centuries. And if they could talk, they'd say, sit down, y'all, and let us tell you what we've seen. Oh, we've been sending you signs ever since the beginning. You can't go back, there's only one way to spin it. If it all goes wrong, forgive and forget it. Don't waste time if your heart's not in it. Life goes on and on, but you're only here for a minute. Whoa, you're only here for a minute. Whoa, if you get the chance, you better kiss the girl or somebody else will steal your dance and be living a life that you dreamed of but let slip through your hands. You'll cry and cuss, blame your luck on us, but what you don't understand. Whoa, we've been sending you signs ever since the beginning. Whoa, can't go back, there's only one way to spin it. If it all goes wrong, forgive and forget it. Don't waste time if your heart's not in it. Life goes on and on, but you're only here for a minute. Whoa, we've been sending you signs ever since the beginning. Whoa, you better love big and live every second, 'cause if you don't, you're gonna die regretting the mistakes you made, 'cause you kept forgetting that life goes on and on and on. Whoa, we've been sending you signs ever since the beginning. Whoa, can't go back, there's only one way to spin it. If it all goes wrong, forgive and forget it. Don't waste time if your heart's not in it. Life goes on and on, but you're only here for a minute. Whoa, you're only here for a minute. Whoa, you're only here for a minute. Whoa, you're only here for a minute. Oh, you're only here for a minute. Ow! Thank you. That's the truth. So a few years ago, I was down in Georgia, and I had this company down there hire me and a couple other people to come through and do to be the professional folks from the music business, whatever. I never did dig the thing about he's a pro songwriter and we're all songwriters. Some people had some luck, but anyway. So I was one of the pro guys, but I told him, I said, look, I'll come down under one condition. You have to open this retreat. It was a writer's retreat. I said, you have to open this retreat to any writer, whether they're writing books, I don't care, poetry, whatever. I said, it has to be open to everybody because I want it to be open to the creators, not just songwriters. So they agreed. So we're down there in the middle of BFE, Georgia, I call it, because I have no idea where I'm at. And sitting at a table, and this young lady come running up to the table, and she was literally running. She threw a piece of paper down in front of me, and she just said, see what you can do with this. So I grabbed the people, and I was like, hold up, don't run off. And I looked down from where she came from, and there was this mean-looking dude at the end of the trail or whatever. He was all red and like he didn't want to be there. And I could tell there was something going on. So I said, let's take your paper and walk around this corner. Let me ask you about it real quick. So I got her out of eyesight of whoever this person was she was with. And I said, I don't understand what all this is on this paper. It was on the back of a water bill or something. She just had a bunch of lines of different things. I was like, what is this all about? And she said, when I was a teenager, my parents took me to Panama City Beach. And I met a boy on the beach that day. And we played all day long. And I felt like I've known him all my life. And then his parents came and got him. My parents came and got me. I've never seen him again, but I think about him every day, and that's kind of weird to me. And I was like, whoa, that's a dang song right there. And she goes, I really had to go. And I felt like she was in a bind. So I said, see you later. She left. Well, I took that piece of paper. When my buddy said, what you going to do with that paper? I said, I'm going to take it home and think about it. So I went home. About 3 months later, I pulled the sheet of paper out, and I was looking at it. And there was one thing on there specifically that I seen. It said, I'm holding on to the summer. I don't want to ever let it go or whatever. And I said, I'm going to play with that a little bit. So anyway, I wrote this next song. And after about 3 years or so, I just happened to be on Facebook one day. And I'll be darned if someone you should know or someone you may know, pictures came up. And I was like, that's her. That's the girl. Desiree Story's her name. So I sent her a friend request. And I said, hey, I just wanted to let you know I wrote that song and you're my co-writer on it. And I'm pitching it to people in town right now. We got us a great song. And I said, so I hope your life's better. She said it's much better and all that stuff. So this is a song I wrote. My co-writer, Desiree Story from Georgia. It's called Holding On to the Summer. I hope you enjoy it. Every time I dream you're there, walking with me down an endless beach. Our clothes are soaking wet, but we don't care. The sun will dry us off eventually. And just before we kiss, I awake. No, I never will forget that summer day when we were dancing like daisies, sweating like crazy, soaking in the sunshine, burning up the sultry sky. And we were raising up the mercury, loving each degree, wishing we were frozen in time in July. You and I, two young lovers holding on to the summer. And I wonder if I ever cross your mind. And do I hold a place in your heart? Yeah, I keep our story bottled up inside. That memory's a living work of art. And I watch it like a movie every night. Like wine, it just gets sweeter over time. And we were dancing like daisies, sweating like crazy, soaking in the sunshine, burning up the sultry sky. We were raising up the mercury, loving each degree, wishing we were frozen in time in July. You and I, two young lovers holding on to the summer. Yeah, we were holding on to wonder if I ever cross your mind. Yeah. Ow! Thank you. The power of music, I tell you. Is that all right? Have I disappointed you yet? Awesome. I'm trying my best. Trust me, I'll figure something out here in a little bit. I'm going to play y'all a new one. Anybody out there, they like the band 3 Doors Down? I know I love them. Ow! We grew up together. Been doing music together for a long time. They're right now, they're out there somewhere. I think they're in Arkansas tonight on their 20-year anniversary tour. I can't believe it's already been 20 years. We used to sit in a single-wide trailer smoking stuff. Homegrown, not bad stuff. Thinking we're going to write the songs that's going to change the world. That was our dream. And we've got to do some of that, thank the Lord. So I've been writing with her. This is a new one I wrote with them not too long ago. Y'all one of the first ones to hear it. How about that? This is called, yeah, man. This is called Live Like It's Our Last Night. Hope you enjoy it. Building up the nerve to tell you I think you're beautiful. You're dancing with your friends, it takes my breath with every spin. You put your hand in mine, well it's the perfect time. Lights from passing cars and the stars are in your eyes. We might be young, but we know love. And this is our moment, don't let it pass by. Each minute goes with us till the end of our lives. Let's dream like we're 18, sing till the sunrise, and live like it's our last night. Getting closer every song the radio is sitting on. Our heart and my heart is beating with yours through the dark. We might be young, but we know love. And this is our moment, don't let it pass by. Each minute goes with us to the end of our lives. Let's dream like we're 18, sing till the sunrise, and live like it's our last night. Let's not ask what if we choose to give in and give all we have. I hope that it lasts. Lay your head on my chest. Let's see what happens next. This is our moment, don't let it pass by. Each minute goes with us to the end of our lives. Let's dream like we're 18, sing till the sunrise, and live like it's our last night. Live like it's, live like it's, live like it's our last night. Woo! Thank you. Appreciate my 3 Doors Down brothers getting in on that one. Well, thank you, my friend. Appreciate your appreciation. I don't have that chord on my guitar. There you go, it went off. I was trying to play a little solo with that latte maker or whatever it is. Well, I'm going to play y'all a bunch of new stuff. Are y'all cool with that? If you ain't never heard me before, it's all new to y'all. So there's this group out there. If you've never heard of them, I beg you to look them up. They are awesome. They're called Chapel Heart. It's 3 black ladies from Mississippi. They are kicking butt. They are CMT's females of 2021 to watch. And so anytime you watch CMT, you'll see their videos, I promise you. But they spell Hart, H-A-R-T, because that's the lead singer's last name is Hart. So I got to spend a few days with them in Panama City earlier this year, and we just wrote songs. And this is one of them right here I'm going to play for y'all. Because I live a simple kind of life, and I wanted to write a song called that. Because I really believe most of us in this beautiful country here, we all live a simple kind of life. It could get crazy. But at the end of the day, you just want to be left alone and do what you're going to do, you know. I'm sitting on the lake getting baked by the sunshine casting its rays on my face, just getting off of work and I'm waiting on the sunset, yeah. I'm glad I brought my old guitar and a couple cane poles to do some fishing in the dark. I done caught myself a buzz cause I ain't caught nothing, yeah. And nothing gets me like when you bless me. I can feel it in my heart and there ain't no higher high. And don't you miss it, cause in an instant a little piece of heaven could open up before your eyes when you live a simple kind of life. Right? Gonna turn the ringer off on my phone. Don't even bother calling cause it won't be long till my buddies start yakking over here for a good time, yeah. I feel something jerking on my line. Looks like I'll be ripping lips till midnight. I might even jump on in cause the water is fine. And nothing gets me like when you bless me. I can feel it in my heart and there ain't no higher high. And don't you miss it, cause in an instant a little piece of heaven could open up before your eyes when you live a simple kind of life. Nothing gets me like when you bless me. I can feel it in my heart and there ain't no higher high. And don't you miss it, cause in an instant a little piece of heaven could open up before your eyes when you live a simple kind of life. When you live a simple kind of life. I'm sitting on the lake getting baked. Live a simple kind of life. Gonna turn the ringer off on my phone and live a simple kind of life. That's called Simple Kind of Life right there. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, y'all get to hear some new stuff. I got a whole bunch of C-word songs that I wrote by myself when I was quarantined. This next one, I'm going to dedicate it to Grinder House Coffee. So I was sitting in my living room, and everybody that knows me, which ain't but a few people, I guess, that really know me, I got the biggest Darth Vader coffee cup you've ever seen. I was born on May the 4th, so May the 4th be with you. And I am a huge Star Wars fan, especially a fan of Darth Vader. So I'm sitting in my living room one brisk April morning, full of big old cup of coffee about that big. I mean, it's as big as his mask almost. And I thought, I'm going to write a song about this coffee today. And that's what I did. I wrote a song called Coffee, and I dedicated it to Grinder House, my favorite place to be. So if we got any coffee drinkers in here, which I hope we are since y'all are at a coffee shop, you might relate to this one a little bit. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll try not to mess it up. Go something like this. Every morning I awake and stumble out of our bedroom. I take in a deep old breath of that Colombian perfume. See my baby's in the kitchen, busy fixing her first cup of coffee. I wrap my arms around her waist and kiss her on the neck. That's her cue to get up out the way, 'cause my cup's up on deck. Neither of us say a word, we just share the urge for that first sip of coffee. That black gold is a natural kickstart to the heart, God's gasoline. And all through life, it helps me grind all those mountains that just don't amount to a hill of beans. And one more thing, don't even speak to me until that cup hits my lips and I have my first sip of coffee. Woo! You can say I got the habit watching my old man. I still hear the kettle whistling inside our hunting camp. And my daddy say to me, add 2 sugars, hold the cream, boy, in this coffee. 'Cause that black gold is a natural kickstart to the heart, God's gasoline. And all through life, it helps me grind all those mountains that just don't amount to a hill of beans. And one more thing, don't even speak to me until that cup hits my lips and I had my first sip of coffee. Coffee. Anybody out there can relate with me? That's right, we all love some coffee, don't we? I'm gonna drink that stuff till I die, probably. As I fly up through the sky and make my way to the pearly gates. The podium is empty, I guess I'll just have to wait. Then the Lord give me a sign that says, I'll be back in 5. I'm gonna get some coffee. Come on, Lord. Coffee. And I hear the angels sing, coffee. Coffee. Ow! Yes. You will hear that in a commercial in the next couple of years, I promise you. Y'all want to hear another C-word song? This is how bored I was. Why don't you get a job? I got a job, thank you very much. Whoever said that, no, I'm just kidding. So I was sitting at home, and I got to thinking, man, I love that song, Stay, by Jennifer Nettles. Y'all know what song I'm talking about? Why don't you stay? I'm down on my... I was like, yeah, I love that song. There needs to be a male answer to that. There ain't no male stepped up to the plate and said, I got an answer for you. So I did it. I call this song Leave. Yes, sir. Sure enough. This is called Leave, so I hope you enjoy it. Another night on this recliner, it just might be my last. May wake up in the morning and gather some clothes that I need to pack. I've never felt like this before, and I don't know how to act. I may just toss my guitars and my bag into that old Cadillac and throw the gear in reverse, roll out on my road, make my way down to only heaven knows, whisper goodbye to all those memories. Never look back and follow my heart to everything we built apart. But that's too easy, and that's not me. I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave. I couldn't live walking out on my beautiful wife like this and just hope for the best from the damage I caused on our 2 kids. 'Cause that's not the man that the Lord had made when He made me. And I'll be damned if I turn this house of 4 into 3 and throw my truck in reverse, roll out on my road, make my way down to only heaven knows, whisper goodbye to all those memories. Never look back and follow my heart to everything we built apart. 'Cause that's too easy, and that's not me. I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave. And throw my truck in reverse, roll out on my road, make my way down to only heaven knows, whisper goodbye to all those memories. Never look back and follow my heart to everything we built apart. 'Cause that's too easy, and that's not me. I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave. That's called Leave. No, y'all thought I was going to play some trick on you, didn't you? All I did was share truth. We need more folks to stay. You know what I'm saying? Work it out, by God. So I had this boy from Escatawba, Mississippi, come up and say, I want to come write some songs with you. Named George Cumbus, boy I grew up with. I was like, you waiting on me? You backing up? What we say down there. So he came up, we sat in my writing room, and he had this book of ideas, and he flipped through it. He said, Boomerang. I was like, next. Love my heart like your heart. Next. We went through all these titles, and all of a sudden the Lord just smacked me in the head. And George looked at me and goes, what is it? I said, I keep tossing you out, and you keep coming back, Boomerang. So go back to that boomerang idea. So we ended up writing this one together, and it ended up being recorded by a girl named Rachel Stacy out of Texas. Hit number 29 on the Billboard Country charts for us. And I just heard my friend Mickey James, who is a wrestler, professional wrestler. Today, if you watch wrestling, you'll know who Mickey James is. 9 times female world champion, of all things. But she's doing a new record, and she added my song Boomerang to her new record as well, so we get to double dip a little bit. So this is our song called Boomerang. Hope you dig it. keep tossing you out and you keep coming back. Boomerang. What a brother gotta do to throw you off track. Boomerang. I try to knock you down, but you don't give a dang. All you wanna do is hang. Yeah, boomerang. Oh, boomerang, yeah. You keep circling around and I don't know why. Boomerang. You try to dip from the well, but it's long gone dry. Boomerang. Just I wish this time you were a one-way shot and you'd fly away, but nah, boomerang. Oh, boomerang, yeah. You're just like a boomerang, and you follow me around, and I'm not gonna catch you, but I'll watch you hit the ground. A boomerang, boomerang, yeah. Boomerang, oh, boomerang, yeah. I keep hoping you'd find you somebody new. Boomerang. Hell, I'll even play wingman for you. Boomerang. You keep pointing at a target that you're gonna miss, 'cause you ain't hitting this. Boomerang. Oh, boomerang. You're just like a boomerang, and you follow me around, and I'm not gonna get you, but I'll watch you hit the ground. A boomerang, boomerang, yeah, boomerang, your boomerang, yeah, 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 woo, boomerang. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Speaking of Mickey James, I don't know if she's watching the live feed or not. She could be. She's bored. Just because she's a TV star and all that, she does get bored. I tell her, watch my show if you get a chance. I'll do some of our songs. So we are writing Mickey's new album. I'm blessed to be producing it and all that good stuff and helping her with the record label and all. So I'm going to play y'all one that we wrote for the new record. Since it's, I'm going to pretend it's sunset out there. And I'm going to put y'all on the beach down on A1A. Anybody know where that is? Isla Morada, Key West. Y'all fixing to go down there for a minute. This is a little tune we wrote for Mickey's new record. This is called Sandbar Sunset. It's every once in a while, 3-day vacay getaway right off of A1A. I got us a condo in Alamorada. All my friends will get down here tomorrow. Ain't got nothing planned, just a drink in my hand, flip-flopping around, working on my tan. Yeah, we all got problems, but we're here to solve them. We're here for the Sandbar Sunsets, leading right into all of those midnight regrets. Sun coming up right along the coast, and I don't have that much time in this town, but I think I can take in one more round of the Sandbar Sunsets. Thank you, sir. Sandbar Sunsets. Before 11 o'clock, it gets 100 and hot. Everybody's going down, we better find us a spot. Copper tone number 5, barely got it on. Playlist, never running out of songs. I brought a little bit of smoke, but I ain't gonna tell them there's a whole lot of fun under these umbrellas. Yeah, we all got problems, but we ain't here to solve them. We're here for the sandbar sunsets, leading right into all of those midnight regrets. Sun coming up right along the coast, and I don't have that much time in this town, but I think I can take in one more round of the sandbar sunsets. Sandbar sunsets. Sandbar sunsets, leading right into all of those midnight regrets. Sun coming up right along the coast, and I don't have that much time in this town, but I think I can take in one more round of the sandbar sunset. Sing it with me. Sandbar sunset. Come on. Sandbar sunset. Sandbar sunset. Y'all sounding great. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm coming for the sandbar sunset. Sunset. Y'all hear that little delay I added in there? That was called Sandbar Sunsets. Y'all did great, man. Thank you. Ow! I like that song. I know I'm back and forth and looking at my set list. See, I play like 3 or 4 hours of nothing but original, so I got a lot of songs looking. I'm like, oh, I ain't played that one in a while. So I'm going to play one off of my bootleg banger CD. Thank y'all so much, the ones that came up already and got one. I appreciate you. Wrote this song many, many years ago. Shoot, over a decade ago. I was riding through Spring Hill, Tennessee, which is just south of Franklin and Nashville and all that stuff, and had the radio turned on, which is unusual. And a Amaze song was on. Baby, I'm amazed by you. And I was like, oh. Man, ain't nobody writing songs like that right now anymore. Still ain't. So I got home, went into my little laboratory I got built in my house for writing songs and recording, and I said, I may not write a song better than Amaze today, but I'm going to write one that I feel like is like Amaze, not like it sound like it, but on that level, I'm going to work on it. So I came up with this idea, and I called my friend down in Dallas, Texas. Her name's Jillian Harris, and I said, Jillian, help me write this song, and she jumped on it. And we wrote it, and it's been recorded several times by several different people, and it's been played at weddings, and it also got in 2 years ago to the movie Wildflowers. It made the Wildflowers movie soundtrack, so you can get it on the soundtrack and all that good stuff. Hearing your song in the movie's cool, I promise you. And I was playing in Margaritaville, Lake of the Ozarks, just about a month ago, and there just happened to be this couple there getting married on the beach, and they walked over, and I sang this song. It was their first dance. So I think that's pretty cool how music changes, affects people's lives. So this is called Captivated, and like I said, you can find it on the Bootleg Bangers CD. It goes something like this. All my life, I thought I had love figured out beyond a shadow of a doubt. It comes then, it leaves you empty down inside. Imagine my surprise every time you catch my eyes. I lose my breath. Took my world and turned it all upside down. Catch my heart, I'm free falling. You got me, yeah, you got me. Nothing else matters when you're around, and I swear I can't hear a sound. You got me captivated. Love broke me in pieces like a jar of clay and swept them all away. I'm drowning, I'm slipping into the abyss. Love always ends like this. Then you came into my life and you saved me. Took my world and turned it all upside down. Catch my heart, I'm free falling. You got me, yeah, you got me. Nothing else matters when you're around, and I swear I can't hear a sound. You got me captivated. Captivated, yeah. Took my world and turned it all upside down. Catch my heart, I'm free falling. You got me, yeah, you got me. Nothing else matters when you're around, and I swear I can't hear a sound. You got me captivated. Whoa, captivated. Whoa, captivated. Ooh, captivated. Captivated. That's called Captivated. Woo! Thank you. Y'all doing all right out there? Y'all still with me? Awesome. Once again, man, it's a super honor to be playing for y'all this evening. So tomorrow I got to wake up early. I had a guy outside of here right before my show started. He goes, playing right down the road, man. Come jump in with me after your show. I was like, man, I wish I could. But I got to be in Hickman County tomorrow morning, which is about 30 or 40 miles west of Nashville. I'm playing at the Tennessee Suicide Prevention Network show called Hickman County Aware. They've had 4 children in the last year kill themselves. And so they're doing a fundraiser and trying to bring more awareness there to their school. That's some programs that I'm a part of. If you get to know me a little bit better, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I dedicate a lot of my time to these causes because I believe in them. Oh, thank you. So a few years ago, I started writing and working with this guy named Cowboy Troy. He's this big, tall, black country rapper with Big and Rich and all those guys. He's one of my best friends and business partners. So we got together, and Troy said, man, I want to sing a record. I want to do one I could sing. I was like, all right, let's do it, you know. So we ended up writing this next piece, and it still gets used by many groups across the country for suicide prevention and anti-bullying. It's a song we wrote called I Still Feel Hope. You can find it on Spotify and all that good stuff by Cowboy Troy. And it goes something like this, so I hope you enjoy it. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, but he keeps moving away. Just when I learned the rules, somebody changes the game. Oh, but I keep on fighting, and I keep on charging on. Broken fractured promises can't break me, and I still feel hope. Mountains tall, craters wide, I won't let nothing shake my pride. Every little battle I face has helped me grow, thank you, and I still feel hope. I appreciate that. I still feel hope. Yep. Broken promises taken in, my patience is wearing thin, but I'm not gonna let them get me down. Waves of regret, but I learned to swim. Oh, and I keep on fighting, and I keep on charging on. Broken heart, shattered dreams, fractured promises can't break me, and I still feel hope. Mountains tall, craters wide, I won't let nothing shake my pride. Every little battle I face has helped me grow, and I still feel hope. I still feel hope, and I keep on fighting, and I keep on fighting. Whoa, whoa, I keep on fighting, and I keep on charging on. Broken heart, shattered dreams, fractured promises can't break me, and I still feel hope. Mountains tall, craters wide, I won't let nothing shake my pride. Every little battle I face has helped me grow, and I still feel hope. I still feel hope, and I keep on fighting. Keep on fighting. Yep. That's called I Still Feel Hope. Ow! Thank you much. Thank you much. Somebody said, man, that's good. Well, I'm fixing to show you what ain't good. A little tune real quick. So a few years ago, I'm at the Cracker Barrel with my family. I'm on my way out of the country for a few days. So we stop at the Cracker Barrel on the way to the airport. Waitress comes up to me. She goes, can I take your order? And I say, yeah. Give me that pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. Give me that pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. My family was like, Dad, please stop. Stop, stop, stop. My wife and my oldest daughter was like, please stop. My youngest daughter, she grabbed a salt shaker. The Stomp daughter, the one I talked about earlier, she grabbed a salt shaker and she's like, season it. So we're like, pork chop, season it, season it. Pork chop, season it. True story. So I quit the embarrassment, go on to my trip, come back from Spain or wherever it was I went, and got home. My buddy Cowboy Troy, who I just spoke about, he gave me a call. He goes, hey, man, I'm going to Chicago for some dates. You want to open up for us and do some shows? I was like, heck yeah. I jumped on the tour bus. We ride. I look over at Troy, and if you don't know who Troy is, he's this big, tall, black country rapper, big old 400, no, he ain't 400 pounds. But he's a big man. I said, Troy, you like pork chops? He goes, man, I love some pork chops. I was like, give me that pork chop, season that pork chop. We chuckled and laughed, and we was like, oh, what a joke. And we was like, let's forget what that ever happened. Well, we went and did our shows. We come back to Nashville, and my friend Michael Garvin, who wrote Waiting for the Night, among many other, Waiting for the Night by Jennifer Lopez, by the way. But he wrote like 24 other #1 songs. he was in town, had him in my hotel for a few days, and so I called him on the way back. I was like, hey, give me that pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. And he's like, bring y'all's butt over. So we ended up writing this song. We did as a joke, like a comedy record. Had nowhere to go with it. It was just a funny song, so we recorded it. We didn't spend much money on the record at all. Probably $300 maybe. And I'll be darned if the National Pork Board didn't hear it, the other white meat people. They came to a Big and Rich show where Troy was playing with them, and after Troy set, security came and got him, and they said, hey, there's a lady here from the National Pork Board wants to meet you. And so Troy went to her, and he goes, can I help you? And she goes, yeah, give me that pork chop. We want to use it in some commercials and stuff. So we ended up licensing it to them for some life-changing money. It was kind of crazy what they paid us for that song a month. And they put it in commercials and all kinds of stuff. And I even brought my daughter Haley in to do the record. She did the seasonets. So if you pull up Cowboy Troy Pork Chop, you will hear the song I'm fixing to sing, and you will hear my daughter singing on as well. And by the way, last year we did a second song for them called Bacon. So we did Pork Chop, and now we got Bacon out. I hadn't learned how to play bacon yet, but I'm on the record too singing. So this is for y'all. Somebody was just saying, man, them boys' song's good. Well, you ain't heard. Woo, fixing to throw it at a wrench in this sucker. This is called Pork Chop. Looking for a little of that grease. So when it's done just right, just gotta get a piece. The way your mom made it down in the South. Fried just right, step a taste out your mouth. Gravy, keep it off your face. Gotta have manners in a public place. In the morning, the dinner, in the evening. Either way, you gotta have the right seasoning. Pork chops. Pork chops. Gotta treat it right so it's nice and tender. Use a lot of heat, a little proper Lorinda. Something to the side, sweet like yams. Pork chops, not honey baked ham. Get a little cheese if you're down with it. Slap it in the middle of a biscuit. Tear it up, tear it up in the parking lot in your pickup truck. Give me that P, give me that O, give me that R, give me that K, give me that pork chop. P, O, R, K, pork chop. So good, so good, so good, so good. Ooh, 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 pork chop. Come on, here we go. Pork served hot, pork served cold. Put it on paper plate, covered in foil. Cut an Earl, took enough for a family of 10. Ain't nobody but him and a glass of gin. The plate was wobbling 3 feet high. Then it disappeared in the oink of an eye. Some like a fried, some like a bake. Some like a breaded with some shake and bake. Some like you can smoke barbecue, but don't touch my plate, cause that's just rude. Give me that P, give me that O, give me that R, give me that K, give me that pork chop. Pan fried. P, O, R, K, pork chop. So good, so good, so good, so good. Whoa, 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 pork chop. Man, you know where the money's made. Pork chops up by the shoulder blade, on the back by the loin. I said the back, fool, dang not the groin. Just north of the baby back ribs, my favorite part of the pig. Everybody let me hear you one more time. Hit me with that swine hook line. Yeah, yeah, give me that P, give me that O, give me that R, give me that K, give me that pork chop. Pan fried, P, O, R, K, pork chop. Yeah, buddy. So good, so good, so good, so good. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah, pork chop. Give me that pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. Give me that pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. Give me that pork chop, pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. Yeah, give me that pork chop, pork chop, pork chop. Sing it, Haley. Season it. Ow! That's the pork chop song. That's a lot of words for a white boy. Woo. Y'all are so cool, man. Y'all been really cool tonight. I appreciate y'all listening and stuff. Who's that with that big cowboy hat on back there? Lord have mercy, good to see you. I see you now. Good to see you. Incognito. I heard that. You can't escape me. I can just hide from them lights. So what'd y'all think of Pork Chop, huh? I tell you what. It's out there, Bacon by Cowboy Troy and Gasoline. That would be me. So I just got home last year, at the end of March. I just got home from a tour, spring break tour down in Panama City across the beach areas down there. Wasn't rolled up the very first day, threw the news on. Guess what? You locked down, boy. It's craziness, man. And the ice in our front yard had just melted. It was like the first day of April. The ice had just melted. I could finally see my grass out in the yard, so I went out there and threw my chair out there, brought my dog out. I just sat in my front yard. I'm just going to chill out a little bit, you know. And looking over to my right, this one little dandelion popped up out of the grass, and it was just sitting there. I was like, I'm going to write a song about that dandelion today. How it works sometimes. So I pulled my guitar out, and those that know me know what I'm about to say is true with me. I'm too dumb to write most of my songs. There are a couple of songs that I'm stupid enough to write, but most songs come from another place. The Lord has blessed me very well, and He's made me a vessel for His work, and I just take what I'm given and I put it out to the world, and hopefully it goes into y'all's ears or someone's ears that needs to hear the songs. So I go where I'm told to go. I don't care if I'm playing in front of 20 people, 20,000 people. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And this is one of those events, I believe. So I wrote this little song and recorded it, did it on Facebook. And this 14, well, she was 12 at the time. This 12-year-old artist, her name's Roosevelt. Y'all should look her up. She's kind of in that Lauren Daigle vein, inspirational. But she does a lot of work with child help, Operation Underground Railroad. She's a teen ambassador. So when she plays a show, there's 40,000 people there, her little butt. And so her management reached out to me and they said, hey, Roosevelt loves that Dandelion song. Can she record it? I was like, absolutely. So October 8th, finally, it's going to be released by Roosevelt, the Dandelion song. And now the world will finally get to hear it other than me singing it. So this is called Dandelion. I hope you enjoy it. Dandelion, she awakes in the spring, right after the last great breeze. She explodes through the weed, with her face in the sun that's surrounded by blue. It reminds her of cold, cold days that she just went through. She feels so small amongst all the trees, but she knows she can grow if she truly believes in herself. Dandelion, dandelion, she tries to hold on to all she has on this earth, but the storms and the blowing winds scatter pieces of her through the air and amongst all the trees. And it's hard to let go, 'cause she truly believes in herself. Dandelion, what she don't know. Her goodwill has been done. All her seeds will help carry her memory on through the air and amongst all the trees. And they will all grow 'cause they truly believe in themselves. Dandelion, dandelion, dandelion. Dandelion. Thank you. Remember that October 8th, Dandelion by Roosevelt will be out. Appreciate it. I'm going to take y'all back to the beach now. Tune up real quick. Y'all having a good time out there? I'm having a blast. A few years ago, let me turn that down. You don't need to hear all that. A few years ago, we had a little ice storm come through. I don't know if y'all remember, around 2014 or something. I don't know about y'all, but it shut us down for a little bit. So as soon as that ice and all melted, sorry, y'all. I'm going to fix this real quick. As soon as that ice and all melted, I headed to my writing house, and my buddy Trey was waiting on me. He's like, "What do you want to write about, man? We've been hung up for a few days." I said, "The summer. Anything that has to do with the water. I don't want to write nothing of those sappy crap. I don't want to write none of that. I want to write something fun and about the summer." So we ended up writing this song. And it's called Aguaholic. It was on my first album, Mississippi Volume 1, and it got re-released again. Aguaholic, that's right. It hit number 1 on the Trot Rock charts for us. Thank you, Margaritaville Radio and all them folks there. And if you ever go to Nashville and you go to the Nashville party bars, tell them you want to ride the Aguaholic because they named it after my song. So this song's been really super cool with me. So this is Aguaholic for all my Aguaholics out there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Sitting on the beach, waiting on the sun, breeze blowing in, ocean scent with a hinter on, waves building up, watching the stars going down. Yeah, I could be at work, but I choose to be here. Just me and this flock of seagulls and an ice cold beer. And some say I've got a problem. I'm just an aguaholic. When the summer's calling, I'll do anything to be on the water. And call my best amigos, make some margaritas to drink as the day gets hotter. Woo-hoo, aguaholic. Woo-hoo, I'm an aguaholic. High on life, big smile on my face. Like the tide rolling in and out of this sun-filled haze. And the burnt orange sky is drifting across the horizon. Yeah, if I pass away here, don't cry for me. Just let me float in that H2O and I'll rest in peace. Yes, I'm saying I've got a problem. I'm just an aguaholic. When the summer's calling, I'll do anything to be on the water. And call my best amigos, make some margaritas to drink as the day gets hotter. Woo-hoo, aguaholic. Woo-hoo, I'm an aguaholic. Woo-hoo, aguaholic. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. And I don't plan to ever get sober. I'm just an alcoholic. When the summer's calling, I'll do anything to be on the water. Then call my best amigos, make some margaritas to drink as the day gets hotter. Ooh, alcoholic. Ooh, I'm an alcoholic. Ooh, alcoholic. Ooh, yeah, yeah, I'm just an alcoholic. When the summer's calling, I'll do anything to be on the water. Then call my best amigos, make some margaritas to drink as the day gets hotter. Ooh, alcoholic. Ooh, I'm an alcoholic. Ooh, alcoholic. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, I'm an alcoholic. Yes, I am. So are you, baby. Well, I'm at the end of my cup, so that means I got time for one more. Ain't that perfect timing? Well, I hope some of you ain't like, finally, he's almost finished. The best part of the show, the end of it. Right? That song I just played is also on my Bootleg Bangers CD, so if you got one of them, you get to become an alcoholic yourself there. Make some alcoholics out of your family, too. It's been an honor to play here, be back at Grinder House Coffee. Asa and Angela, I appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Y'all are like family to me. This whole town has really been open to me and other songwriters that come through every Friday and pour their heart out on this stage. And, you know, all I ask is that you tell a friend, you know, when another songwriting friend of mine comes into town, make them feel welcome. Just come see them if you can. Sometimes you can't, I get it. But fear is a liar. Fear is the devil. Anything that's out there in this world right now that makes you afraid, that is the devil talking to you. So we got ways, that's right. We got ways of protecting ourselves, and we can all chip in on all that, but don't never be afraid to go out. I got so many friends of mine who sat at home for the last year and a half and missed a whole lot of their life for it. I'm not doing it. They can kiss my ass right there on the back end, right in the middle. Okay, right in the middle, but I won't say no more. There may be kids here. Sorry. How y'all doing back there, my friends in the very back seat right there? Y'all good? Good to see y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. So anyway, about 10 or so years ago, I was at my writing house, and this young lady flew up to Nashville to write with me, and I heard a lot of great things about her. Her name's Marianne Allison, wonderful songwriter. So I finally had the opportunity to write with her, and at that time, some of the folks I was writing for had asked me to write something for The Voice, the TV show The Voice. I was like, sure, I'll, whatever. If it pays good, I'll do it. So Marianne and I had intentions of writing a song for The Voice, but when we got done with the song, we thought, man, this is a little special. I think we're going to keep this one ourselves. We ain't going to give them this one. And so Marianne actually had to fly back to Biloxi that day. So we wrote in the morning, she flew back. She had a show at the IP Casino in Biloxi, just her and her guitar. And so we wrote the song. We felt real good about it. She left. At about 11 o'clock that night, I get a phone call from Marianne. I'm like, man, I hope she made it home all right. So I answer it, and I'm like, hey, you okay? She goes, oh, yeah, I'm all right. I've been playing my gig, but don't get pissed off at me. I was like, for what? She said, I played our song at the gig. And so we have a rule that we don't like to play things brand new. We like to record it first, keeps people from stealing it or whatever. But I'm like, Marianne, I don't care if you play at Biloxi. Who cares? She said, well, hold on, somebody wants to talk to you. It's like, all right. So about a second later, this guy got on the phone. He goes, hey, man, I love the song. I was like, well, I appreciate it. He goes, yeah, man, I really love it. I was like, well, who is this? He goes, it's Burt Reynolds. I was like, you're full of SHI. And he goes, oh, no. And I could hear Marianne in the background going, it's really him. It's him. She's screaming. He goes, yeah, man, we're in Biloxi filming a movie, and I want that song to be recorded by her and in my movie. I was like, yes, sir. So I flew her butt back to Nashville, recorded the song on her. And long story short, this song called Till It Breaks My Heart is the theme song to the movie Category 5, which was one of the last films he filmed before he passed away. We actually got to go down to the movie premiere, and we played it for him at a party of 300 of his biggest fans. And I'll never forget it to this day. Now, he has no idea we're there. The production team was keeping us playing a secret. We didn't know why. We just know that don't tell nobody you're coming. It's all secret. So Burt's on stage with C. Thomas Howell, who also starred in it, and some production people, and he's drawing questions out of a hat. What's your favorite movie to ever be in? Everybody's like Smokey and the Bandit. So every question in there was about Smokey and the Bandit or Sally Fields or something, you know. And you can really tell that he had a love for Sally Fields. Like, it was one of the biggest regrets on his heart. You could see it, that he didn't hold on to her. Well, he said, I got time for one more question. He reaches in the hat, pulls it out, and it says, what's your favorite song of all your movies? And everybody in the room is going, eastbound and down, rolling up and trucking. We're going to do what they say can be done. You know, everybody's in there singing this song, and it's like a party. Me and Marianne's in the very back of the room in the shadows. We're even singing it. Woo, we got a long way to go, you know. And he's laughing. He goes, hold on, sit down. He goes, that is by far, that's one of the best songs of all time in movie history, you know. He said, but I'm going to say this. The song that's in this movie is my favorite song I've ever had in any of my movies. He said, I love this song. I listen to it constantly. He said, it's a shame that the people that sang it and wrote it aren't here. And she goes, well, Burt, they are here. He had no idea. And that's why they wanted us to keep it secret, is because they knew it was his favorite song. I get chill. I never told the story till after he passed away. I just felt weird about it. But he was an American treasure, and he gave us something he did for us, changed our lives. It ended up being the #1 Americana song in the country as well. So this is a song I wrote with Marianne Allison, theme song to the movie Category 5, starring Burt Reynolds. Thank you, Burt. This is called Till It Breaks My Heart. I hope you enjoy it. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. They warned you well that I ain't no good. I've been around a time or two. I put you through hell, and I'll just let you down, yeah. And maybe I was born to run in the forever setting sun. That was me then. Old habits are meant to break. I know that I let you down. That was me then, and this is me now. I shouldn't have run. I was the one who should have tried. Until the end, I'll chase you till it breaks my heart. Ooh, oh, I ain't gonna stop, 'cause I've gone too far. Over the edge, I'm falling too hard. This time around, I won't stop loving you. Oh, I know that I let you down. That was me then, and this is me now. I shouldn't have run. I was the one who should have tried. Until the end, I'll chase you till it breaks my heart. Ooh. Ooh. 'Cause I know that I let you down. That was me then, and this is me now. I shouldn't have run. I was the one who should have tried. Until the end, I'll chase you till, oh, until the end, I'll chase you till, until the end, I'll chase you till it breaks my heart. Oh, until the end, I'll chase you till it breaks my heart. Ooh. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, Crossfield Grinder House Coffee. All y'all here for coming to my show. My name's Sean Gasaway. I'll see you next time. Thank you.